It's the Sunday Morning Currents with SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
Hi, I'm Kate Cox, Social Media Coordinator for Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, and I'm very excited to have you joining us for Currents with SSVEC, where I get to talk with our team about safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. Today we're here with Nathan Hodges, Vice President of Operations, and Buster Foster,
the Maintenance Manager.
Buster, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember that. At SSVEC, we provide safe, reliable, and affordable services. They are at the core of everything we do. And that's why for the second year in a row, we're using cutting-edge drone technology to inspect high-voltage power lines and infrastructure. By inspecting thousands of poles last year, we already identified and addressed critical issues before they became major problems. So SSVEC is always looking for innovative ways, like the drone inspection program, to serve you better. And today we get to talk with Nathan and Buster about that drone technology and a little bit more about the drone inspection program. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you with me.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So in 2024, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative worked with a drone contractor to inspect power lines and infrastructure. Nathan, can you tell me how the program went last year?
Well, yes. Thank you, Kate. Last year's inspections were a resounding success. We had partnered with Firmatech, and they inspected over 8,000 poles. They met all of their deliverables and project milestones, and they also communicated and collaborated really well with not only SSVEC, but our partners in the community. And we found it to be incredibly helpful. The drones identified problems, both big and small. Using the drones gave us a different vantage point of seeing the poles. We're seeing it from the top down as opposed to the bottom up. We're able to identify problems that we might not have otherwise seen.
And as part of our commitment to providing reliable energy, and because of the success of that 2024 program that you just shared with us, it will be continuing again this year. So what might be different for the 2025 inspections?
Well, differences is we're going to be inspecting different poles. One of the similarities, though, is we're going to be inspecting them all across our service territory. Another difference is the number of poles. Last year we did just a little over 8,000. This year we're doing a little over 11,000. So we're increasing our reach of our inspections. Some of the similarities are we're going to partner with Firmatech again. They're based out of San Antonio, Texas. And we chose to go with Firmatech again because they were a really great partner last year. They worked well, like I mentioned earlier, they worked well with SSVC, and they submitted all of their deliverables on time and on budget. We chose to partner with them again because of that past track record and because of their continued competitive pricing and their comprehensive service. Another great aspect of Firmatech is that all of their pilots have an FAA Part 107 license. And in addition to that, they do a rigorous in-house testing with annual re-ups for their pilots. So they make sure they're always aware of all the rules and are well-versed in how to fly the drones.
What will these highly qualified drone pilots be capturing that will assist SSVEC in identifying potential infrastructure needs? Buster, do you mind addressing that one?
Yeah, Kate. So the drones are going to fly just above the pole line at a height of about 10 foot. They'll be stopping at each pole, taking about 2 to 5 pictures of each pole. These will all be still photographs. It's important to note that they won't be taking any video or audio recordings, just still photographs. And all the drones flown by Firmatech are compliant with the National Defense Authorization Act.
So how do our members know that one of these drones is part of the SSVEC program? They see one flying out there. How do they know it's one of ours?
Well, Kate, all Firmatech pilots and visual observers are clearly identified. They're driving Firmatech vehicles, and they carry company identification. Also, there should be no traffic disrupted during any part of this inspection process.
By embracing new technology, SSVEC is working to ensure safer, more reliable power for the communities that we call home. And applying new technologies is consistent with the co-op's ongoing efforts to support our mission. How does the drone program support providing safe, reliable, and affordable services?
Well, by finding problems before they can cause an outage or any other dangerous situation, the drones help SSVEC by proactively keeping our system safe. Also, by finding a problem that can be fixed on our timeline, usually during the day and in good weather, we're working to remove many of the safety hazards for our employees as possible.
Yeah, and as Buster mentioned, finding a problem early, SSVEC can proactively fix it before it causes an outage. This has not only increases safety, but it also leads to fewer outages, which increases the electrical reliability for our member owners. And for affordability, when we can find a problem before it causes an outage and we can schedule the repair on our own timeline, that's always a more affordable approach. Also, by repairing or replacing equipment prior to an incident, we can prevent further damage that would increase the cost of the repair.
This drone inspection program is really a great way to proactively prevent outages, enhance community safety in addition to safety for our linemen, and ensure reliable power for members. Nathan, can you share why is this program so important?
Well, this program is great because it's one of the most effective ways to do inspections. A drone can cover rough terrain quickly, much more quickly and easily than you would by having to drive it out in a truck or walk it out on foot. Also, the drones show us the top of the pole, which is a perspective you just don't get when we're inspecting it, looking from the ground up. It also helps with our wildfire mitigation. So preventing outages is not the only advantage for finding problems early. If we fix a problem before it causes an outage, that can frequently prevent sparks, which is very important for our wildfire mitigation. The drones will also identify vegetation that's grown too close to our lines or equipment so that we can get that trimmed before it causes any problems.
So the drone inspection program sounds like an excellent avenue to assist SSVEC in identifying infrastructure issues before they become problems. When is the drone program planned to kick off, Buster?
Well, they're scheduled to start Monday, February 24th. So if you let your friends and family and neighbors know that the drones will be flying around, spread the word.
Sounds great. And we're really looking forward to the drone program because of all of the great data it's going to provide us with. I know these drones, like you had mentioned, are going to be up above the poles and give us a vantage point that we just wouldn't get from the ground.
Yes.
Nathan and Buster, thank you so much for sharing with me about this drone inspection program and letting our members know to keep an eye out for the drones.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kate.
Thanks for having us.
Now, here's what's going on in your community and at your cooperative. At SSVEC, our mission is to provide safe, reliable, and affordable service to our members. And to do that, we're always looking for ways to improve how we serve you. Another of our newer technologies is helping us to do just that. That is our outage management system. This system provides an online outage map so you can see exactly where an outage is occurring. And you can get an estimated time for restoration. Plus, it offers text alerts to keep you informed when the power goes out in your area. Want to stay connected? Make sure your correct cell phone number is on file with your account so you can receive these important updates. Just reach out to your local SSVEC office to check your information. Because when the power goes out, we want you to know what's happening quickly, easily, and reliably. And we'll be there to get the power back on.
This has been Sunday Morning Currents with SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.